what we are doing today, what all of us are doing today is so that we don't have to do the same thing again coming the next election. So we hope that SPR can look into the process and then improve the process. There are a lot of ways we can improve, like such as let them vote at their own respective embassies. We can have the very same process. We can nominate, the officers. We can nominate pachabas. So the votes can also be sent back. If there is anything that needs contesting, we can check and recount it again. The process is the same. It's just that we need the political will to do the change. Coming back to what everyone is concerned, from what we have seen today, I know a lot of people are concerned that, how are we handling the ballots? But from what from what I can see and from what my friends here have said, these are young professionals and they handle all the ballots and the process more systematically than any other people can do. If we don't have this initiative, the votes will be sent by, the postal services. It's the same thing, but you see, we have compliance and then we have everything, and everything is transparent. See, everyone is here and we can see the whole process. So we had nothing fishy going on. Everything is transparent and everything is done professionally. So a huge kudos to them. And really, I hope that we don't have to do this again next time. I hope that everything, as well as said, we have a longer period of campaigning period so that we can reduce the uncertainties or even simplify the voting process of postal ballots. So rest assured, your ballots will arrive tomorrow at the vote tallying center. Don't worry about that. Okay.
SPR did not conduct enough advocacy efforts to introduce this option of postal voting to Malaysians overseas. And here they are, giving such unreasonable timelines, which was only 10 days for Malaysians overseas to register themselves. Secondly, 21-day campaign period. Essentially what campaign period is, the day between nomination day to election day. We recommended that the SPR set it at 21 days. It was eventually put at 14. Realistically, overseas Malaysians only have 10 days to send back their ballots. After nomination day, SPR has to print all the ballots and send it out to the respective countries. And Malaysians only have 10 days to get it back to the returning officers. Is that reasonable? Again, the question is asked. You are saying SPR has to send out the ballots and overseas Malaysia has to receive it, fill it in and send it back, all within 10 days. The third one, taking active steps to simplify the postal voting process. It is a fact that the application as a postal voter has several categories that qualifies. And that this time around, we saw a lot of confusion that arose when many people thought that automatic voter registration, AVR, is implemented. They thought it also means that they are a guaranteed postal voter. It does not work that way. You have to register for my SPR account first, wait for it to get approved, and then you can only apply as a postal voter. What I can share is the day before postal voting application closed, SPR website crashed. So, is this fair? Again.
At the end of this coalition initiative, which is after the general election, the Compliance Commission will draft a compliance report with the aim to address complaints and publish observations as to whether the initiative was compliant with the law and professional ethics. Once concluded, the findings will be published along with mitigatory measures and the future recommendations. For democracy to sustain itself, transparency and accountability is paramount. Vote Malaysia has made substantial efforts in not only making postal voting easier, but also encouraging high levels of youth turnout. In order to sustain this effort, we have a duty to ensure initiatives and proceedings are transparent and mechanisms put in place to keep us accountable to the public at large.
What we wanted to try to solve is the issue of logistics within Malaysia. Because we recognize that just because you're able to do the international or global management of logistics does not mean that you're able to get your ballots home fast. And that was the real problem that we had. So for example, if let's say you send it through FedEx or DHL, when you get to Malaysia, it still will take a couple of days before you can reach your final destination. So we wanted to cut short that entire process through what you see here today in KLSCAH. So essentially through this sorting center. So we have right now our volunteers in KLIA, 24 hours, yeah? We've been working, I think many of us have barely slept in these last few days. So we apologize if we don't look as beautiful and as good looking as we normally are, right? Trust me, Difan is normally actually he's still very good looking, so no worries. Yeah. So essentially, for us, we have volunteers on standby in KLIA who will bring back the ballots here to KLSCAH, and of course, the sorting center will be done to every single constituency. After that, we will send it out to every single state in Malaysia. And then in every single state, it will then be distributed to every single constituency. So 222 receiving officers will be getting ballots from overseas Malaysian effectively, quickly, and most importantly, in a reliable manner through this initiative.